it's Christine. It's time for a scrapbook. Good Lord, I can't even talk. Scrapbook process video. And today I have, well, my goodness. The picture I have is me and my sister. It's actually 2019. She did an ultra, which y'all is about 50 miles or something like that. Running, jogging, whatever you're doing, getting there, 50 miles. And I did a half marathon that year. So I thought this was kind of a fun picture because we're in all these big colors, right? I mean, we kind of have matching outfits, but not. Like, we had, like, really bright colors. And I just got in this, and I've already opened it a little bit, y'all. But I ordered the Paper Rose Rainbow Twirl. I saw this. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I'm going to see if I can take it out because it's in this packaging. Look at this collection, you guys. This is just stunning. And it's got these gorgeous images, but you see how it's kind of all the same, like, colors. I mean, ignoring the background, right? So I'm going to kind of have to trim this a little bit, but that's just what that is. Now, I haven't gone through and picked out which papers exactly I'm going to use because I'll show you in just a second the inspiration lab. But look at this. Is this not just, I mean, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. The only thing it's the slicky paper. So just so you understand, it's a heavy, heavy, nice cardstock. But it is the slick stuff. So just be aware if you want to look at this. It's not matte. It's kind of slicky stuff. So what I wanted to also show you is what's kind of inspiring me is Ronnie Sue. Ronnie, I guess she goes by too. I think she says it's Ronnie. Anyway, she's on YouTube. And I just, honestly, y'all, I love her voice. She makes me happy every time I listen to her. She's just such a, I don't know, you just feel this positivity coming out of her voice. I just love her. So I'm kind of inspired by this because she's kind of got this photo going on here. There's photo strips. And the other thing I did also get, y'all, in my little haul, I showed you in my story, but I got some of the 49 Market photo strips. And then I did get the die cuts for this collection. So you can see there's all these florals. And she's kind of got, now hers is Christmas, so she has holly. But I'm thinking, okay, she's got all that going on. Now she has a little present here. And there's other little, like, also there's all these little jewels. And I know I have plenty of jewels to stick on there. So the only thing is I think she's got like a mixed media background. I do not know if I'm going to do that or how I'm going to work this because I got to get in my papers to figure that out. But I was kind of inspired by that. And I do have to find me a big old title. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But that's what I'm inspired by. So let me get through here. I'll trim this up a little bit. I'm going to pick out the papers I want to use because she does have, some little layers. It's probably, I don't know what she's got going on. I haven't watched the video. I just skipped all the way to the end because I saw the cover and I was like, oh, that looks perfect. So I'll figure that part out. But anyway, so that's what I'm starting with. I'll come back on in a minute, you guys. I had to jump on here real quick because I just flipped over this cover sheet to start looking at the backside. And look at this, you guys. There's all these sentiments on here. So you can totally cut this up and put it on either cards or you can put it on, obviously a scrapbook page. So I just had to show you that real quick because I didn't realize it was back there. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I struggled a little bit because I really wanted to showcase that floral paper that I was showing you guys. But I've picked a scrap lift that I'm going to suggest I really couldn't do that with it. I do end up using it as a frame around the paper that I have selected because she had a white background. This wasn't white. I think it might have been 49 Market, like a mixed media looking background. I went with a light colored background. And I've got these it's like colored circles, right? But it made it hard to showcase the floral pattern paper when you do something like that. So that being said, the die cuts are gorgeous, so I'm going to be happy with that. I did go ahead and cut out the sentiment that said congratulations because, as I mentioned, this is a picture of my sister and I doing a race over in Fort Worth. It was called the Cowtown, and she did the Ultra, which, like I said, it's like 50-something miles, and I was amazed, if I'm honest. I mean, that kind of distance is just, it's amazing for anybody to do. And I mean, she likes to call herself a runner, and I don't want to say she's not a runner, but she's by no means one of those folks that you see that just runs all the time. She's not one of those elite athlete types. She's a regular person that just trained for it. And she's often said, like, you don't have to be really good at running. You just have to be stubborn. You just can't quit. And so I guess that's the inspirational piece of that. I mean, she went 50-something miles on her feet, you guys, and that's just very inspirational to me. She just didn't quit, and I will say she finished pretty strong too, and she looked good as she came across the finish line. I was really impressed with her, so I just love this. She honestly, it was really funny. She had told me that she wanted to do this ultra. She'd been carrying on about it, and I finally just said, just sign up. Just sign up, and it'll make you start training. And that's what she did. She just signed up. She signed up scared, And you know what? She did all the training, and it was amazing. And I did the half. I like a half. I don't want to do a marathon. A half I feel like I could do. I actually enjoyed halves when I was running. I haven't really been running in a while, my knees and stuff like that. I might try again. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I was amazed by her. Okay, so back to the layout. I've done the little color. I did do there's like a color wash paper in that set. And so I did do that as a photo mat. And then Ronnie had done like this little black like border thing that she cut kind of on two sides. And so I did do that with black cardstock. And then I got the photo strip like she did. I really like that. I did do the little fishtail banner on that congratulations sentiment up there that I'm going to add some foam tape. It's going to go on top. And then I did put like a little, I don't think I've glued it in yet, but there's like a little blue, it was from the branding strips. It's like a little blue stripe type deal that I put where she kind of had a little stripe on her right-hand side over there. And so I'm liking this so far. I'm going to glue this in. I will tell you, I start looking, I go back and I look at Ronnie's layout a couple different times. I'm like, okay, she was using washi tape and rub-ons and stuff. I didn't really have any washi tape, or let me put it this way. I didn't get up and go get any. And by the time I thought about it, everything was kind of glued down. So, but I did get off into my rub-ons. So in a moment, I've got this collection and I've got the die cuts, but there's not really any other ephemeras or anything like that. So, and there's definitely no rub-ons. So I will go off into my stash in a minute and I'll get some 49 to Market rub-ons. And in fact, I see one that's like, we'll see it in a second, but something about the dream or something. I'm going to put that on there because I thought that was really appropriate. So these little die cuts here, I'm going to punch these out. I'm using these kind of like she, used her holly, because hers was a Christmas layout, of course. So I'm doing this a little bit different. And I'm not sure if flowers really go with running or whatever, but I guess the whole point, again, is more about the inspiration than is the running itself. So I think it's okay. It's, in a thematic way. And I'm going to actually glue... I'm going to use a foam square underneath that little single floral I just set there. It's on the lower right corner, which is kind of a boo-boo, and I'll have to move it in a minute because I got to put the title down. I haven't done that yet. So I'm just kind of going through these die cuts here, or these cut apart, or yeah, I guess they're die cuts. You have to kind of pop them out. And I pop them out, but then I have little paper boogers, or I didn't get it just exactly right, so I will use my scissors to kind of trim those pieces. And I just kind of fill out the things kind of like she said, like I said, when she had the little holly pieces and stuff. I really like these florals, y'all. I just think those are so pretty. And I'm going to add these kind of in different little places like she had them. But like I said, I'll be looking at it, and I see that big gap on the right-hand side of the photo, and it's really kind of bugging me. So I've already got my little jewels sitting up there. But as I'm working through this, I'm like, okay, Christine, you got to go get something to put over there. It just looks so strange. It's so empty. I'm figuring out where these little individual flowers go. And I will, like I said, some of these I'll put up on foam squares. Like the ones on top of the photo there is going to go up on a foam square. And a couple of the little singles are going to go up on foam squares. But I'm still looking at this going, I need a little something. This isn't enough. I've got to go do something else. And I know I'm going to put the jewels, but I want something else. So here's where I got the little rub on. And you can kind of see right there, I'm putting that down there. And it says, I'm going to see if I can read it here. Something about, y'all, it's so tiny on my screen. I'm so sorry. But it's something about the dream, I think. And I've got these other little pieces, and I'm wanting something a little bit organic. So I pull out this, they're coming, I don't remember which collection this is, y'all. I want to say Sherbert, but I can't swear on it. And I just kind of pull a few that look kind of like paint swatchy things. I'm going to put them I shouldn't say she did it, because again, I think it was a pre-made multimedia, mixed media layout or paper. And I'm just kind of trying to give it the same look and feel in a way, using these little rub-ons here. Although she did use rub-ons. Like I said, she had some with like words and stuff. And I really like these rub-ons, y'all. They're so nice. And then I had those ones on the right-hand side right there that has stitching, like little faux stitches. And the paper that she used did have like a little stitching detail on it. So I was kind of pleased. I'm going to cut these apart in just a moment and use those around the photo, basically where her paper had it kind of around the photo, right? So it's going to kind of make like a little backwards L or whatever. And it's going to kind of frame the photo. And that doesn't take me too long. This actually, I'm not going to lie, my daughter had come into my room. She's here for the night. We picked her up at the airport and everything, so she stayed the night. And she came in. I had told her, I said, I'm kind of struggling because of this white background. I said, I wanted to use these florals and all that stuff, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to make this work. And then while I was getting it done and everything, she goes, well, Mama, you said you weren't inspired or whatever. And I was like, no, I wasn't inspired. I was trying to figure it out. And she goes, well, it turned out really good. And I go, you know what? I like this layout. I actually do like how this turned out. I was scared because I'm like, I'm not sure I can make it look as good as Ronnie's did, but I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. And I'm using my little rub-ons here, and I was kind of proud of myself for using some of this stuff. And then I'm going to use a poop pot full of little jewels too, and that's going to be kind of nice. I pull out these hot pink ones, and I use all but one, which is kind of goofy. I should have used the last one, but I don't know. I just decided I had enough. But first I'm going to put the title down, and it's going to be Inspire. I almost put hashtag Inspire. I'm not that, nah, I don't need the hashtag. So it's going to be Inspire, and it's going to go on the bottom, but I am going to realize my little flower on the bottom right corner there is kind of in the way. So I'll realize that in just a second and go, oh, shoot, I got to pick you up. So I'm going to put this down. These are just the foam titles. They're easy to maneuver. You can kind of, you know, make them longer or shorter or squish them, however you want to do it. They turn out really cool. So I like that. My little dot there. And then this is where I'm going to start. Whoops, I forgot to glue that flower down. I got to glue that down. I think this is maybe where I start pulling out the little jewels. I'm going to pull out the hot pink ones first. They're the bigger ones, a little bit bigger ones, and they go really well with this paper. So I just kind of sprinkle these around. She had them just kind of all over, and I kind of loved it. I'm not going to lie. I have so many jewels and like little half pearls and things like that. I've kind of decided, you know what, I watch She's Crafty a lot, and she'll make herself like little rules when she's doing layouts and challenges and things. She'll say to herself, okay, I'm going to have to use an acrylic or a wood veneer or something like that on every layout when I'm doing a particular challenge. And I'm thinking to myself, I might need to start incorporating that, because otherwise I won't use these darn jewels up. And I have a box full of them, y'all, like a big old giant box of them, and I need to use them. So I was really pleased with this one because it had these little jewels all over. So I used the hot pink first, and then I'm going to come in with big purple, and then I have a few little green ones, and I think this just looks so cute. Y'all, if you heard that, that was like a air conditioning shutting off. Sorry, that scared the crap out of me. So if you got nervous too, sorry about that. Or maybe you didn't even hear it. I don't know. These phones sometimes are kind of amazing. People will say, did you hear that or whatever? And I'm like, I can't hear it. So these phones are pretty good at filtering. Of course, Miss Saturn had to join us. Mr. Oreo's last day with us is today, for at least until they come visit again, I guess. So today is actually the 25th of November, so you'll see this actually in a couple of weeks, and you won't see any more of Oreo for a while. So there's all my little jewels, you guys. Look how this turned out. I'm so pleased with it. I think this is just so pretty. I love this collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you do the like and subscribe, and I'm on Instagram at Scrapping Harden. And if you do comment, I always comment back. I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. I have some really sweet ladies that'll message me and stuff, and I honestly do appreciate that. So you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Bye.